The standard edition is the cheapest and will probably be the most acquired edition of the game purchase, so why am I calling it a warning for future games? It's not ridiculous or outrageous, but it's concerning and annoying. They have started with allowing 1 week access to the game if you decide to buy the gold edition, and adding the cross-gen bundle, which is the only known way to upgrade to next-gen specs, as they haven't discussed a $10 upgrade option for the standard edition owners when they move to next gen. The point of giving those who buy the gold edition early access to the game is to force a payout from those who probably wouldn't have done so originally, through the power of FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. It is a thing. Most people say, oh, it's just a week, but it does suck knowing others are playing the game while you aren't, just because of that extra paywall. Like when YouTubers get to film their gameplay online and we see it, I can pretty much see in the comments everyone's jealous. So it's just like this, except you can actually pay your way in to get it earlier than everyone else. The point of giving those who buy the gold edition early access to the game is to force a payout. It is definitely going to sway a lot of fans' choices on what version you get. I mean, you get the battle pass for a year, couple bundles, a knife, a weapon charm, and a player guard background and tag. This creates that sense of value, adding to the big thing that is on everyone's minds, that 1 week access. That helps justify the purchase. That's a 30 USD difference, which is half a game. So why does this set precedence if done well? Battlefield 2042 Standard Edition is the one we are going to talk mostly about, and we're going to do next gen, which is what most people will end up paying in the long run. Battlefield 5, by the end of 2018, sold around 7.3 million copies. So selling 7 million copies of the Standard Edition for $70 would mean the gross amount made is $490 million, not including tax. If 300,000 people bought the Gold Edition, they just made $30 million, which doesn't sound like much considering the massive sum of $490 million, but 300,000 people buying the Standard Edition is $21 million. Like I said, that doesn't sound like that much of a difference, but if you convince a large amount of people to buy the Gold Edition, that gap of $9 million suddenly widens significantly when dealing with big numbers, but still pretty clean. But still a pretty clean bonus that they didn't really have to work for that. Who wouldn't want an extra $9 million? Games are expensive to make. No means are they worth $520 million in total. Like I said, it's not that significant when dealing with big numbers, but still a pretty clean bonus that they didn't really have to work for. I mean, items in game are made up currencies that don't really have value in the outside world, so they can just be artificially decided on the price, because who are you going to complain to? It's not like real life where you can just go to their competition and get a similar experience. Valorant is a dangerous example of this hyperinflated made up currency. I mean, it's just a gun skin. Why is it $99 for a couple weapons? Say, they pay a graphic designer $30 an hour. They could probably get a gun skin made every day or so. They work 9 to 5, which is an 8-hour day. So it might have costed DICE $240 to make a gun skin. And then not including other company costs. Then they charge the skin for $99, and if 3 people buy it, they already made profit. It probably takes more than 1 day to make a gun skin and much longer for the character skins. But I added this fundamentally as it applies to all skins no matter the time they take or what it is. This isn't confirming that EA is going to be predatory and completely scam people, but if you look at Valorant and see the money they are making, close to becoming a $1 billion yearly franchise, we wouldn't be sitting in their executive chair bound to shareholders to succeed financially and think, hey, that could work in the game. I very much doubt that EA will sell gun skins for $99. It is just yet another example though of the greed and opportunities for making more money. There are differences. Valorant is a free game and Battlefield 2042 isn't, but especially considering Hazard Zone, which is rumored to be free to play, they are going to put in some pricey items, I can guarantee that. They won't be $99, but it's definitely going to be considered in the decision making of how much they can price it, because they're not going to want to be cheap. Realistically, they would probably charge $5 for a gun skin individually, but I could be wrong, and I can promise you that monetization prices will be influenced. So moving on from that, the upgrade bundle just allows you not to have to purchase the upgraded version when you eventually get the PS5, right? Yeah, of course. But it's the only mentioned form of upgrade so far, and I could be completely wrong, and they announced that for $10 you can get the cross-gen bundle and this won't be worth watching. For the moment, I am concerned of no mention of upgradability. Did they just charge you to upgrade to the gold edition for that? I'm not sure, but it does supply a question to EA about the editions. Can you just upgrade for $10, or are they going to find a way to make sure you pay more and justify it being cheeky? We won't know until the launch, but it does pose the question, like all the sports games talked about, an upgrade price. So why doesn't EA? It's not going to hurt anyone with the silence, because the silence is what is causing my concern. If they just tweeted to clarify the upgrade options, it would be so much better and just streamline it. When this, the standard edition is a warning for the future of gaming because developers are finding ways, well, not developers, EA is finding ways, and these big publishing companies are finding ways to make it seem like a dumb option, while the next tier supplies things that aren't just cosmetics, gives you advantage to be better with upgraded weapons and just be able to play it earlier, which completely sucks. It's a warning that these companies are becoming more ambitious on charging you for some profit. It's not game ending, but just remember this video in the next couple of years, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I see them not worrying too much about the standard edition and just releasing it a month later. These options will definitely sway a few to make a larger purchase. I can already tell there's a few of you in the comment sections who have thought of what edition to get. I thought too. I'm guilty as charged. I did get Ultimate Edition for the PC. Kind of start a scary precedent in my opinion, because if they can tell that marketing special editions like that works, what's going to stop them from extending it? Because then you're more likely to buy it. So you have to wait a month. I feel like a very large majority of people would buy it. Or say, like, for example, when Modern Warfare 2 Remastered came out and it was only on PlayStation, that they offered for $10 extra you could have early access, so it was only $10. It just scares me for the future. It's not a problem right now, I guess. The week still sucks, but that's not the scary thing. The scary thing is how far they'll go. Because then, standard edition, they can just slap any price they want on it. They can keep it at $69 and they can just bring up the other editions. Next, you'll see 17 different editions for a game. And the top edition, $500, you can have access to the game 3 months early, you know? Just consider it in your process. And I just want everyone to be aware that they're not doing it out of the kindness of their heart giving you that week. And that I am worried. Thanks for watching this. And if you don't want EA to break into your house and force you to buy the Ultimate Edition, then make sure to subscribe and like the video, and I will personally stop it unless you actually wanted to buy it. If it's that case, then I don't know, you made it to the end. May as well pop one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.